right, Shalom, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, the Kakadash. And double honor to the apostles and the elders, the GMS. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, scattered abroad throughout the earth, that understands and know this truth. The Most High has opened their minds up to understand this truth. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatam to y'all. Go to the book of Romans 3 and verse 3, and it says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?" No, it's not. The fact that all these prophecies are happening in everybody's face right now, they still can't understand the danger that's in the world. And when you tell them, first and foremost, that this truth is only for the 12 tribes of Israel, they act as if though you're doing them a disservice by telling them that they're the greatest people on this earth. And the reason why we're in this lower state, because we sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We left off from who we truly are. So, the scripture's like, so what if you don't believe? Especially this place is going to be destroyed. So what if you don't believe? That doesn't mean it's not going to happen because of your unbelief. Your unbelief is only going to serve you the purpose of getting destroyed. You have to believe this truth in order to be saved out of the times that are coming. Your unbelief is going to get you killed in the world as we know it today. It's going to get you messed up really bad out here. And that's why Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai has his prophets out here to compel his people to come back in, to know and understand this truth. And for safety in these last days. Try to get the whole side of them, But our people would rather continue on in the ways of the world. But the ways of this world is nothing but death. As we see right now, death is coming into this earth in great numbers real soon. Go to the book of Hebrews 4 and 2, and it says, "For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them." Yeah, these people have heard this truth. They've heard the prophets preaching out here day in and day out. They've seen the videos on YouTube, so there's no excuse. It says, "For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it." Right, this truth, even though it's going out here, it's not going to profit those that don't believe. It's not going to profit the people that don't have any faith. Because you're going to have to really have faith in these times that we are in. But they're gonna have faith, but it's going to be the wrong type of faith. The faith that they have in these weapons, the faith that they have in this world, the faith that they have in themselves. You are not going to be able to save yourself out of any situation. It's only Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai that does the saving. Not you, not me, not anything else. Not those that are in power in the world today. This is 2 Thessalonians 2. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7, and it says, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed." And the wicked has been revealed. The wicked is revealed as the so-called white man. Esau, Edom in the earth today. The people that are running this earth, now they are Edomites. Look at all the wickedness that goes on in the earth. It comes from them. The wickedness that happens, it starts with them and it trickles down to the people. Verse 8 again, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." And he's consuming him with the spirit of his mouth by way of the prophets that are out on the highways and byways, that are putting up videos and preaching the downfall of this place. That's how he's being consumed. It's going to be spoken into existence. The destruction of this place is being spoken into existence, as we know. And we already see that Russia is threatening this place with nuclear weapons. And Russia is not going to be the only nation that's going to shoot weapons on this place. All the other nations are going to follow suit and totally destroy this place because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has judgment coming to this place. You know? Just bear with me. Things are not going to go how you think it's going to go. This is Isaiah 34:5, and it says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven." Now, what kind of sword? You can't throw no sword down here where we at and throw it up in the sky as far as it can go. No, that's going to be those ICBM missiles. That's going to be those hypersonic missiles that these other nations possess. That sword is going to be bathed in heaven. And that sword, those missiles are part of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's army, you know, for the destruction of this place. It says, "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea." And what's Idumea? That's America. Idumea is known as America today. "And upon the people of my curse to judgment." You know, and that's what's going to happen. I'll read 34 and 6. It says, "The sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys and rams. For the Lord Yahweh had the sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." And that's the days that we are coming into. You know, there's going to be a great slaughter in this place. The power structure of the world that we know is going to be taken out of the way. It's going to be done away with to bring in righteousness on the earth. Because this earth needs to be refreshed. Because the people that run this earth are ruling in complete wickedness. This is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, "Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever." They are the border of wickedness. Wherever they go, there you bet your bottom dollar that there's going to be wickedness there with them. You know, and wherever they're at, you better believe they took whatever they got by wickedness. 2 Thessalonians again 2 and 8 on the 8th verse, it says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed. The Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." You know, and the wicked has been revealed. It tells you in Malachi 1 and 4. You know, Esau, Edom, they are the border of wickedness. You know. Verse 9, "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders." And they have the power on this earth today. And there are many lying wonders that these people have put out there for the people. Verse 10, "And with all deceivableness and righteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved." And that's our people. You know, and the wicked, you know, they don't love the truth. And the heathen don't have a chance to be saved. But our people have a chance to be saved, but they didn't choose the love of the truth. You know, they chose the ways of this world because there's pleasure in this world. And this is not the time to be in a pleasurable mindset trying to please your flesh. You have to do everything you can inside yourself to try to please the spirit, because that's the only way you're going to make it. The spirit is going to guide you to life, but the flesh is going to try to pull the other way. You have to be mindful of that. It's always going to happen. It's going to constantly happen. 2 Thessalonians. "And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." And that's all they're consumed with on a daily basis. It's nothing but lies. A lie here is a lie over there, is a lie up there, is a lie down there. Everybody loves the lies that they're being told. And that's what's going to get them destroyed. It's going to have them pretty much continue to believe in a lie, because that's all these people come with is lies. Verse 12, "That they might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness." And that's what this land is. This is a very unrighteous world that we live in. And the people continue to have pleasure in it because it feels good. They're pleasing their flesh, that instant gratification. is what they love, you know. But that instant gratification is going to get these people killed. You know, Yahweh Shimi Hawashai is not messing around, you know, with this judgment. He's going to judge this place in the most harshest of ways by completely and utterly destroying it. And before that, the people are going to suffer immensely in this land. Things are going to change dramatically overnight, real soon. This is Matthew 13 and 14. And it says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand. Yeah, everybody's hearing this truth, but they're not understanding the truth. They're not understanding the seriousness of this truth. And shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. They can see that prophecy is happening. They can see that the world is going down the drain, but they're not perceiving that it's going to happen in their lifetime. And it's going to happen in their lifetime. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes have closed. Right. Lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them. That's right. If you be converted, if you convert, the Most High will heal you. You got to repent, be converted, come back to who you are. The Most High is going to heal you. But you people are not going to do any of that, so you're going to continue on the path of destruction. Verse 16 says, for blessed are your eyes, whose eyes? The remnant, the hopefully elect. Blessed are your eyes, for they see. For your ears, for they hear. And they hearing and understanding, which means you're understanding this truth. You know, it's not a stumbling block to you. You understand it. When you hear it, you get it. You know, if it's something you don't get when you hear it at that time, you know, the Most High is going to reveal it to you if you ask. You know? Bear with me for a second. Isaiah 6, 9 and 10, and it says, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. Right. This is what the scripture that our Lord was reading. This is what he was referring to. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. And these people are going to continue on in that dark state. For one, the Most High is the one who closed their eyes. And two, the only one that can open their minds up to the truth is Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. So if you're slated for destruction, you're not going to get this truth. You're not going to understand this truth. This truth is going to continue to be a stumbling block to you. You're going to continue to come against the truth, even though you can clearly see that things are not right in the world. Even though you can clearly see that danger is on the way, you know. And America is in danger because these different countries, you know, are about to come against this place with recklessness. These countries are going to go all out because one, they're tired of this country, America, and our people are too ignorant to see that this place, nothing good is going to come to this place. You know, but our people, they are going to continue doing things to please their flesh, continue on in the ways of this world. And the ways of this world, again, leads to death. It leads to being destroyed, you know. This is Ezekiel 12 and 1, and it says, the word of the Lord Yahweh also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house. And that's how people consistently rebellious, you know, continuously being rebellious, you know, because of the truth. They hear the truth, you know, and it just doesn't resonate with their spirit. And they come against it, and they start rebelling, and they continue to rebel. They rebel more and more. Look at the state of the world today. Rebellion is at an all-time high. And that rebellion is going to lead you to being completely and utterly destroyed along with the heat. Verse 2 again, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not, they have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. The Most High knows that his people are rebellious. He been called them out on it, because the Most High put the Spirit on them to do that anyway. Like the scriptures say, man's goings of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? Bear with me for a second. We'll go to the book of Romans 10 and 21. And it says, but to Israel he said, all day long I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people. And that's the nation of Israel, all of the tribes, man. They are disobedient and they are gainsaying people. They hear the instructions on how to live. They hear the instructions on what to do. They hear the instructions on how to obtain mercy in these last days, especially at the times that we are coming into, the time of Jacob's trouble. Constantly being told how to live, what to do, and I'm not saying you're going to get things 100% right, because it is impossible to get it 100% right, especially with the wickedness that goes on in this earth. By the way things are set up, that's the reason why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is coming back to destroy this place, to set things up in righteousness. Everything's going to have to start over, and it's going to start over with this place being completely destroyed. But yet our people continue to want to live here and make it in this country, when nothing here is going to be left standing upright. This is Isaiah 62 and 1, and it says, for Zion's sake will I not hold my peace. And that's the reason why the Most High is going to destroy this place. He's not going to hold his peace any longer. And for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. Verse 2, and the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all kings thy glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord Yahweh shall name. And the Gentiles in this verse is talking about the other nations. The other nations are called Gentiles because they are Gentiles, and Israel is called Gentiles sometimes because they took on the ways of those nations, spoke the languages of those nations, and took on the traditions of those nations. That's the reason why they're called Gentiles. Verse 3, thou shalt be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, a royal diadem in the hand of the Most High. When you tell them that we're royal people, it doesn't sit right with them. It doesn't sit well with them. Our people have been down for so long. When they hear we're royal people, they come up against it because they can't understand that our people are going to be on top in the next world. The kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites. Verse 4, thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Hephzibah, and thy land Beulah, for the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married. See? For as a young man married a virgin, and we're going to be married until Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua again in the kingdom, so shall thy sons marry thee, and as the bridegroom rejoices over his bride, so shall thy power rejoice over thee. And the Most High is going to rejoice over his people in the kingdom of heaven, because the remnant is who he's going to be happy about. Ultimately, it's going to be everybody when everybody else is born into the kingdom through the loins of the remnant. Verse 6 says, I have set up watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. Who are those watchmen? Those are the prophets that are out there telling you what's going to go on. That's the prophets that are out here telling you the things that are going to happen, which those things that happen. The prophets are telling you that you're the greatest people on the earth, but yet none of you want to believe it. None of you want to even try to understand it. Verse 6, I have set up watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night, yet that make mention of the Lord Yahweh keep not silence. That's why you see these prophets out here. And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And that's going to be, our people are going to be a praise in the earth, because Jerusalem is the people before it's a place. Verse 8, the Lord has sworn by his right hand and by the arm of his strength, surely I will no more give thy corn to be meat for thine enemies. Right, these heathens are not going to eat off us again, you know. They're not going to get wealthy off our people anymore. We're going to do it to them. And the sons of the stranger shall not drink thy wine for the which thou hast labored. But they that have gathered it shall eat it, and praise the Lord Yahweh. And they that have brought it together shall drink it in the courts of my holiness. Go through the gates, prepare ye the way of the people. Cast up the highway, gather out the stones, lift up the standard for the people. Behold, the Lord Yahweh hath proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work is before him. And that's what our people hate to hear, that our people is going to be saved out of this situation that we are currently in. Our people are going to make it out of here. Even though we're on the bottom now, the Most High is going to put us directly on top where we deserve to be, because we're his chosen people, you know. And he promised to us that he was going to put us on top. He promised us a kingdom. He promised us that he was going to do all these great things for us, and he's going to do it. But first, this place has to go out. First, Jacob's trouble have to come. First, we have to go through something. First, famine is going to hit, more pestilence. All kind of craziness is going to happen on this earth. All kind of evil is coming upon this earth. You know, like the scriptures say, behold, evil, and only evil is come to the earth, you know. Verse 12 says, and they shall call them the holy people. And that's us. Those that are of the 12 tribes of Israel, those that are of the household of faith, that's us. We are those people. We are those people that these scriptures are speaking about. And yet our people continue to still want to, you know, just carry on in the ways of this world, carry on in the pleasures of the world that we are in right now. You know? Verse 12 again, and they shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord Yahweh, and thou shalt be called, sought out, a city not forsaken. The Most High has not forgotten us, you know. The Most High has not cast away his people, you know. Everything that we're going through right now is a lesson that we're going through. A lesson in why we should be obedient unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, that's the reason why these things are happening, because our people were disobedient. Doing things that they know that they should not do, but they're doing them anyway. This is the book of Jeremiah 25:4. And it says, and the Lord Yahweh hath sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened nor inclined your ear to hear. You know, like this is our people. They're not inclining their ear to hear. They're stopping up their ears, which that is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai doing that to them. You know, making it so that they're not understanding or hearing this truth. Verse 5, they said, turn ye again now, everyone from his evil way, and from the evil of your doings, which our people are not going to do, because the evil of their doings are very pleasurable unto them. You know, they're going to continue on in those ways. And dwell in the land of the Lord hath given you unto you and to your fathers forever and ever. It says, and go not after other gods to serve them, which our people continue to do to this day, serving these other gods, or they don't even believe in the Most High at all. Verse 6, and go not after other gods to serve them, and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger, and the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. And the Most High is about to do a lot of hurt in this earth today, because people are still going to worship those other gods, because they believe that protection is going to come from those other powers, but they're going to, find out the hard way that that's not the case. So Jeremiah 44 and 4. And it says, howbeit I sent unto you all my servants the prophets that are out there today on the highways and byways, rising early and singing them, saying, do not this abominable thing that I hate. And they're telling you, the Most High hates your ways. The Most High hate the ways that are in the earth today. Verse 5, but they hearken not, and we see them not hearken, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense to other gods. And that's what our people continue to do. They're not going to leave off from their wicked ways. They're going to continue on. Wherefore my fury and my anger was poured forth, and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate as at this day. Just like this place America is going to be wasted and desolate because of your ways, because you want to continue on in the ways of the world. Go to the book of Proverbs 1 and 20. I'll do 7, then go down. This is Proverbs 1 and 7. It says, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. If you despise wisdom and instruction, you are a fool. And that's what our people are being today as we speak. They're being complete fools by not hearkening to the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They're being fools by continuing on doing the things of this world, pleasing their flesh, and not walking according to the Spirit. And these scriptures are wisdom, and they are instruction. Wisdom on how to live. Instructions on how to walk about. Verse 20 says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. And that's what the prophets are doing. That's that voice that's been uttered in the streets, She crieth in the chief place of concourse. You see the prophets all throughout the world, all throughout these cities in the earth. They're over here, they're over there, they're out there everywhere. Damn, that rhyme. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And these people hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have said at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity, I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me. All hell is going to be going loose, and you're going to be looking for answers, and the answers is not going to be there. You're going to be looking for protection, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to laugh at you. All hell's getting ready to break loose, man. And we can see the earth, what the way that it's moving today. All hell is getting ready to break loose, and there's nothing you can do to get out of it. You're going to have to go through it. That's why the Most High is calling his people back. Because certain people on this earth are going to receive protection from the calamities that are coming. And most of our people, they're going to continue to be fools and not want, and not even want to try to get that protection. The same way that this man is going to be destroying and killing, same time Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to be saving. He's going to be working miracles. Things are going to be happening in this earth that no one can explain. You know? But our people, man, they don't understand how dangerous the time we're in. Book of Hebrews 10. And 31. I start at 30. It says, "For we know him that saith, Vengeance belongeth to me. I will recompense, saith the Lord, and again the Lord shall judge his people." That's right. Vengeance belongs to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It don't belong to you or me or anybody else. You know, because you got a gun, you think you're going to be saved in these times to come. That gun is not going to save you. Only Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai saves. Verse 31 says, "It is a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power." You people are about to understand that fear real soon. Make sure I'm still recording. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. And it says, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire." That's how the Lord's coming. See these words in here. You know, render his anger with fury. Anger and fury together, man. This place is going to be completely destroyed. The Most High is coming to burn this place completely down. "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh." So all flesh is going to go through it. That means the whole world. Everything in it. "And the slain of the Lord shall be many." I'm going to read that again. "The slain of the Lord shall be many." And these churches out here believing that the Most High is coming back to just save. No, he's coming back to take out a lot of people also. It says, "The slain of the Lord shall be many." Man. However much that number is, my goodness, I can't even imagine how many people Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to take out in the times to come. But it's going to be very, very deadly out here. Go to the book of Psalms 11. Psalm 11 and 6, it says, "Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, brimstone, and horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup." So people, the powers that be in this earth, all hell is going to come to them. The Most High is coming with fire, you know, a fire that's greater than anything that they got. Bear with me. 2 Peter 3 and 10. And it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." And that's how it's going to come upon our people. It's going to come like a thief in the night. They're not going to even see it coming. Even though it's right in their faces, they're still not going to see it coming. Because their eyes have been darkened and their ears are dull of hearing. You know? "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." What's going to cause that fervent heat? These nuclear missiles that are out here. That's going to cause that fervent heat. "The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." That's the reason why you're not supposed to put your put your everything into this world, especially here in America, because all of this is going to be destroyed. You know, looking for and hasting. On verse 11, seeing that then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? You know, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's the only way that righteousness is going to come in, by this place being completely taken out. The power structure of this world, the powers that be that are in power right now on this earth, the only way that this righteousness is going to come in is if it goes out by fire. If it's destroyed, and it's going to be. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. It's going to be destroyed. You know? I'll go to the book of Luke 12 and 49. And it says, I am come to send fire on the earth. The Most High is coming to send fire on this place to cleanse it of its wickedness. What will lie if it be already kindled? World War III is going to be going on whenever all hell breaks loose. World War III is going to be in its perfection by the time Yahweh Shai comes back. And he's going to add to the fire that's already here. You know? But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straightened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. The Most High is bringing division with him. It's going to be utter chaos, utter confusion on this earth in the times to come. Verse 52, for from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. So people are going to be divided before the Lord Yahweh Shai comes. And we can already see that division happening. You know? We'll go to the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras 13 and 1. Our Lord is coming back with fire. He's going to come destroy the armies of these other nations. This is 2nd Esdras 13 and 1, and it says, and it came to pass, after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. Like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. You see, everything that's here that's going to see, everybody that's going to see Yahweh Shai, you know, everybody that he's going to destroy, he's going to destroy them, you know, with that fire coming out of that chariot that he's going to be in. You know, verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth fire. He's going to be burning up those that are going to come against him, you know. And the angels are going to be getting busy also. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the 4 winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, and he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Giant chariot. We'll go down to 10. Verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yes, there's fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest. The Most High is coming back. Yahweh Shai is coming back. He's going to get busy on these heathen and 2/3 of the nation of Israel. You know? He's going to get busy. Psalm 97:1, and it says, the Lord reigneth the earth, let the earth rejoice, let the multitude of isles be glad thereof. Clouds and darkness are round about him, righteousness and judgments are the habitation of his throne. A fire goeth before him, and burneth up his enemies round about, and the enemies of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are going to be burned. You know, his lightnings enlightened the world, the earth saw and trembled. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord Yahweh, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. You know, the Most High is not to be nothing to play with, or not to be anything taken lightly. You know, but yet our people are going to be our people. You know. Hard-headed, hard-hearted, impudent, whatever. This is Jeremiah 50:20-25. And it says, the Lord Yahweh hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. And the weapons of his indignation are those nuclear missiles. And the land of the Chaldeans is America, Babylon the Great. There's no way around it. This place is going to be destroyed, whether you believe it or not. Just bear with me. Zephaniah 3:8, and it says, therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that's what's coming to the earth. You know, the earth is going to be devoured, with America being completely destroyed. I'm going to go to the book of Amos 8:11, and it says, behold, the days come, says the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. And there's going to be an actual famine going on, but also a famine of the word as I read on. But not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you know, everybody, when that famine of the word comes, everybody's going to be looking for the word then. And when the word is right here before you, when it's given to you on a daily basis, you are not listening to it. You would rather continue on in the ways of the world. You know? This is Isaiah 30:20, and it says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And you seeing those teachers out here. You know, they're not removed in a corner. They're on the highways, they're on the byways, teaching, compelling you to come back in. You know, that's the reason why you better get it now, because when the Most High pulls this man off the street, that's it. All hell is either breaking loose or it's getting ready to completely break loose, as we're headed that way today. Verse 21 said, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. And you're hearing this word telling you that this is the way, and you're refusing to walk in it. Therefore, you're going to be destroyed right along with these other nations. Ezekiel 7:25, it says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. When the destruction comes, you're going to try to seek peace, but you're not going to have any because it's not going to be any there. You know, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the ancients. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. Jacob's trouble. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them. And they shall know that I am the Lord. In Jacob's trouble, you're going to be looking for all this peace. You're going to be looking for the prophets, but the prophets are not going to be there for you to tell you what you need to do in order to in order to be saved, in order to survive the times that are coming. The prophets are not going to be there anymore, you know. Go back to the book of Amos 8:12. And it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it. That's the reason why you have to get this word now. If you don't get it now is the time, because that door of grace, that door of mercy is still open. You know, it's still open unto you. And it's about to be closed. And once it's closed, it's not going to open anymore. The same way the Most High sealed Noah's Ark, whenever the flood came, the same way he's going to seal this truth off from you in the times to come. You're going to have to deal with what's coming. Romans 11:7, it says, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it. The election that has obtained the truth, those that are woken up right now. And the rest were blinded. The rest of you have been blinded by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know, to not understand this truth. And the only way you're going to wake up to it is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. According as it is written, the Most High had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear. That ears that you should not hear, you don't understand until this day. And David said, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. You know? And that's what our people continue to do until this day. St. John 12:35, and it says, then Yahushua said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. And you people don't understand. You don't understand where you're going. You don't understand where the world is going. Things are about to get really, really bad out here. Things are about to get unbearable for those that don't know the truth. You know, that's the reason why it says here in Isaiah 33:6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. What wisdom and knowledge? The wisdom and knowledge that are in these scriptures. The wisdom and knowledge of knowing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to do away with this place. The wisdom and knowledge of knowing that famine is coming, that Jacob's trouble is coming, all kind of hell is coming. You know, if you're a part of this truth, you know this truth, wake up to this truth, you know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to have the back of those that believe in him. But those that don't believe, you're not going to receive any protection. You're not going to receive any mercy. You're just going to receive destruction. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You know, so knowing what's going to happen before it happens is comfort. You know, I don't know how bad it's going to get, but it says like a time like never before, and that's what we're headed to. You know. book of John 3:19. John 3:19, and this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and what's this light? Is truth. And men love darkness. You'd rather continue on in the ways of the world. You'd rather continue on in that darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High. You know, and that's what the elect are going to do. But the 2/3 of our people are going to continue on in the ways of the world, continue on in the ways of destruction. You know. So with that said, I'm ending right there. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom.